we are celebrating Olympic champions all morning. We have just, I say we, she has just won the first ever pole vault medal for Team GB in the Olympics. She is, I think, also a Prestonian. Holly Bradshaw, good morning to you.
Hi, guys.
Congratulations. I mean, this is a story of resilience, of if there was a medal, a gold medal for persistence, you would have that medal as well as the bronze. Tell us a bit about all the obstacles and all the difficulties you faced to get to this position today.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a long old road, but I've just persevered with it. And I think the way in which I described my journey was I couldn't put a foot wrong leading into my first Olympics in London. And then the road up to Rio was just so rocky. I had a surgery every year for 4 years, setback after setback. And I did question whether, you know, this heartache that I was putting myself through, but also my family, my husband, my coach, was this worth it? And yesterday just solidified, of course, yes, it is. And it was totally worth it.
That's the thing with all the Olympians we've been talking to over the last few days, that it's not just the price they pay, it's their families as well, it's the people around them, it's the coaches, and they make all the sacrifices as well. But, you know, when you're in the history books, you've made history, you've won Team GB's first ever pole vault medal. Does that make it all worthwhile?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I'm sure my husband can agree with you that I have been a nightmare. And, you know, when you come home from training and you tear your hamstring and you do this, do that, and I'm just crying, I'm upset, I'm angry. I'm probably not a nice person to be around, but yeah, I mean, to be the first ever Team GB pole vault medal, I just love the fact that pole vault's getting a bit of recognition. I just want more kids to do it because it is a fab event and we just don't have enough opportunities in the UK. So hopefully this will highlight how amazing pole vault is.
Yeah, I love watching it as a sport because there's so much power involved, but actually when you watch someone do it well, it's just so graceful. You jumped 4.9 metres, which is the size of a two-storey house.
Yeah, I mean, when I go into primary schools, I always say a double-decker bus is 4.35 metres high and I jump 50 centimetres over it, so I would clear a double-decker bus. So it is mad high, but just so exciting.
What I love is the fact that there's a video of you training during lockdown in your garden, which suggests to me that perhaps I should get a can of beans for my son and some sort of washing up pole or whatever that. Just describe what you're doing here. It looks like some sort of North Korean parade. I'm not going to lie. Explain, Holly, this winning technique.
Well, it was just about getting creative. As you can see, my garden isn't huge, and it was like, what can we do that is even remotely similar to pole vault, because there's no way I can pole vault. And the main thing that I could do was lift weights. But then, as you can see in the garden, it was let's strap a tin of beans to the end of a little stick and do drills just to keep my mind occupied, focused, and like going through the motions, just so that when I got back into the high pack, it wasn't like, oh, this is a shock. It was just, and it was also just a bit of fun. This was actually a video that I did for some kids back in the UK, giving them ideas for drills.
Yeah, can you just explain, over the years, you've been, you've been practicing the pole vault, you've been wanting this moment. Have you always felt that you could be the first ever medalist? I mean, it's incredible to me that that is the case, but it is, isn't it? The pole vault has been in the Olympics for God knows how many years now, and for you to be the first, it's kind of a phenomenal thing to get your head around, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't even think about it, and then when I saw it on Twitter, I was like, man, that is crazy. You know, this is why I like to promote the event, because it is fun, and I don't think enough people get involved in it. And yeah, I mean, it's just a privilege, and I'm just so proud that I was actually able to achieve it, because when I burst on the scene back in 2012, I knew deep down in my heart that I could win a global medal, whether world or Olympic, and it just is reinforced to me yesterday that I knew all along I could, and I've finally been able to do it.
You said you've been a bit grumpy with your husband. What are you gonna do when you get back?
Well, I'm flying back tomorrow, and the first thing we'll do is go to our local coffee shop, because we absolutely love it. Bomb Bomb, just like the best coffee in Loughborough, and that's just what we like to do. It's our favourite thing.
And just before you go, obviously, I just want to talk to you about I didn't realise this about you. And of course, you know, Holly Bradshaw is a name that's going to be on all our lips now. Your life has changed, obviously, with winning this bronze medal. But you've been through, I find it extraordinary to say the words, but body shaming. And that you've chosen to wear, and we've seen in there, not what we've used to see female athletes wearing, the smaller sort of, not bikini pants, but, you know, the very small outfits. You choose to wear longer shorts and almost like an all-in-one bodysuit. I find it extraordinary that somebody who is an athlete could ever be the victim of body shaming. But you feel very, very strongly about this, don't you, particularly for girls. Just explain what that history has been like for you and why you feel so strongly about it.
Yeah, it's such a sad story because if you look back to pictures of me in 2012, 2013, I'm actually wearing a crop top, but through so much comments on how my appearance, you know, I've had people tweet me saying I'm unattractive, I'm like unathletic, and that as like a 19, 20-year-old was so hard to hear. And yeah, the fact that I am still suffering with that now, I guess, is difficult. But I do just think I've almost used it to my benefit, and I just like to think I'm a realistic role model for girls out there, that it doesn't matter what you look like, you can still do your thing and be amazing. And wearing the onesie is just what I'm comfortable in. And yeah, I just want to be almost like the relatable and almost like just the girl next door that kids can just see and think, yeah, I can be like her, which they can.
Well, I mean, I find that absolutely. And the fact that you say that the damage has been long-lasting for you, and I think that that is something we're learning. We learned that during the Euros with the footballers, with our top athletes in all sorts of fields, that actually the comments that you get do affect you. And actually getting a bronze medal, all that, you still have inside your mind your own inner voice, which can affect your performance and affect your self-esteem.
Yeah, and I put a tweet out a couple of weeks ago, and I've got another one kind of lined up that I didn't know whether to tweet, and it's just think before you put a tweet out there, because you just don't know how it's going to affect someone. And those couple of tweets that I got back in 2012 have affected me my whole career, and they probably will affect me my whole life. And it's just, people don't realize what they're putting on there can affect someone so bad. And it's just, think before you put something on, because yeah, the damage can be massive.
Well, I think it's despicable that you ever had to go through that. But as you say, you're using it in such a positive way now. And what better way? Where's your medal, by the way? We can't. Is it there?
No, I'm getting it this evening.
Well, congratulations. You are absolutely, in so many ways, a wonderful role model. Resilience, perseverance, being a little bit grumpy and finding someone who'll put up with it at the same time is also a great thing to have in your life. We wish you all the best and congratulations. You are a history maker, a role model, and we are very, very proud of you. And you are a fellow Prestonian, am I right in saying that?
Yes, I am.
Awesome.
And enjoy that coffee with your husband in Loughborough. Lovely to talk to you. Thank you very much, Holly Bradshaw.
Holly Bradshaw. What an amazing story that is.